urban missiologist, a man by the name of Ray Bakke, years ago. He's with Jesus now. He would refer to this phenomenon going on where so many evangelicals and Christians were coming from other parts of the world, of the United Kingdom, and coming back to Great Britain and bringing a form of revival, or at least a resurgence, renewal of some aspect. Is that what we're seeing today, or what you're seeing in the UK?
Yes, largely yes. It has been true for over a decade that a majority of churchgoers in London are black. A very large number are either themselves immigrants or descended from immigrants since the Second World War. And some of them are from Jamaica, significant proportion from Jamaica. But in the more recent past, a very high proportion have come from Nigeria. And they have some of the strongest churches in London, but also spreading throughout the country. So that, yes, that's got a lot to do with it. It also has to be said that there are lots of non-traditional groups who are founding small evangelical causes in many places up and down the country. These are churches that would have once have been called house churches. By and large, they're charismatic. By and large, they have young people as a significant proportion. They come and go. They tend to rise and fall with individual pastors. But there are a significant number of house churches. For example, a survey was done of the city of York about 10 years ago now, which showed that there were more people attending on a given Sunday, that type of evangelical house church. There were more people in those house churches than there were in Anglican churches in York, a cathedral city. And that type of small house church is very common and is not known about by the press and the other media. So the Christian presence is actually stronger than most official statistics and most official perceptions would suggest. But it is not in a position to exert strong social influence by and large, let alone political influence.
At least not yet, but if that trend continues, it should.
That is true. However, it has to be said that the trend is not, as it were, firmly in place, because a lot of the trends suggest that a high proportion of evangelicals, as of other Christian groups, are in the older age bracket. Now, I'm not entirely unsympathetic with that, because I quite like the older age bracket myself. But you can't be confident that the growth in the, for example, Redeemed Christian Church of God that I mentioned before, you can't be confident that that will continue to grow much bigger. Its chief allegiance has been amongst the Nigerian population, the ex-Nigerian population, those who have come to this country. And how far it will make the transition to getting a substantial proportion of the population who are native born, as it were, is yet to be seen. So I think the jury's out on that.